Chapter 3. The 18 Realms. The Buddha divided all sentient life into two main categories, form and mind. The realm of forms includes all conditioned dharmas, everything that we think of as the material world, the physical body, and all sensory information that comes from the material world and influences the mind. The realm of the mind includes the 6 consciousnesses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and the thought processes that coordinate these. The realm of forms is sometimes called the objective realm, while the realm of the mind is called the subjective realm. The enlightened mind of a Buddha is one that has so thoroughly penetrated both of these realms that the subjective and objective have merged completely and become a transcendent whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. The Buddha's explanation of the 18 realms describes in a general way all sensory and mental experience within this world. The 18 realms include the 6 roots, the 6 objects, and the 6 consciousnesses, for a total of 18. The 6 roots are our sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. The 6 objects are the things perceived by these organs, or the kinds of information perceived by these organs. The 6 consciousnesses are the 6 kinds of awareness associated with these 6 realms. The word realm means kind or type, and thus the 18 realms include all kinds or types of phenomena that can be perceived or cogitated by human beings. The Buddha's explanation of the 18 realms resembles his 5 skandha explanation in that both of these analyses were designed to show sentient beings how their minds become attached to delusion and why they stay that way. Since it is composed of familiar elements that can be readily comprehended, the 18 realms description of our attachment to delusion is traditionally thought to be easier to understand than the 5 skandha explanation, though modern readers familiar with psychological theory may well find the 5 skandha explanation simpler, since it is composed of fewer terms. The 6 roots. The 6 roots are the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and root of awareness, or the brain and nervous system. They are the sense organs that correspond to the 6 senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and the thought processes that coordinate these. The 6 roots are part of the rational, objective universe, in that they follow natural laws and are not themselves capable of subjectivity. They are described as having both outer and inner aspects. The outer aspect is the physical organ that we can perceive with our eyes, while the inner aspect is the nerves and cells that allow the outer organ to perform its function. Both the inner and the outer aspects of the roots must be functioning for the root to provide information to the mind. The 6 roots are said to have the 3 capabilities of limited autonomy, perception, and augmentation. Limited autonomy means that to some degree each root can function on its own without being directed by the mind. Perception means that each root has the ability to sense the world in some way. Augmentation means that each root provides information that augments or adds to the information available to the mind, and that each root allows the mind to draw distinctions among phenomena. The mind referred to here is the 6th root, which also has the three capabilities of limited autonomy: perception and augmentation. Though in the mind's case, these capabilities must be understood slightly differently from those of the other five roots, since the mind is capable of extended thought, feeling, memory, and decision-making. The Abhidharma Kosha says that the first five of the six roots serve to adorn sentient beings, to guide them, to provide information to the mind, and to work in concert with each other, though the realm of each root is quite distinct from the others. The sixth root, the mind, has the ability to distinguish and coordinate the information obtained through the first five roots. It also has the ability to make decisions based on that information and upon its own thoughts. When properly trained, then, the mind has the capacity to choose between delusion and enlightenment. The six objects. The six objects are called the six kinds of dust in Chinese. They are the objects of sensory perception, or the realms perceived by the sense organs. They are called dusts because they cloud the mind and are composed of dust-like heaps of information that are evanescent and insubstantial. The six objects are visual forms, sounds, smells, tastes, things felt by the sense of touch, and the thought patterns that result from or coordinate these sensations. These six objects are a significant part of delusion, since the delusive energies of greed, anger, and ignorance nearly always find expression through them. For this reason, they are sometimes also called the six thieves, the six downfalls, or the six follies. The realm of sight comprises all data discerned by the eye, including colors, shapes, sizes, lengths, widths, proportion, direction, and so on. The realm of sound comprises all noises discerned by the ear. These noises are said to have qualities that are soft, harsh, mild, melodic, dissonant, frightening, pleasant, harmful, and so on. The realm of odor comprises all data discerned by the nose: pleasant, unpleasant, mild, and strong aromas. The realm of taste comprises all data discerned by the tongue: bitter, salty, sweet, bland, and vinegary flavors. The realm of touch comprises all data discerned by the skin: hardness, softness, wetness, motion, heaviness, lightness, slipperiness, stickiness, cold, heat, and male and female contact. The realm of thought works with all of these sensations and perceptions, evaluating, discriminating, categorizing, and judging them. Sometimes, of course, the eye, ear, nose, and tongue may also perceive the qualities of contact associated with the skin. The six consciousnesses. The six consciousnesses are the kinds of awareness associated with each of the six roots. These are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and thinking. Sometimes the six consciousnesses are also called eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, and thought consciousness. The first five of the six consciousnesses sense the things of the objective world, while the sixth discriminates among those things and makes decisions based upon the information it receives. The sixth consciousness is capable of making good, bad, and neutral decisions depending upon its tendencies and understanding. The first 5 of the 6 consciousnesses exist wholly within the realm of conditioned dharmas. The 6th consciousness, since it is largely dependent on the first 5, exists mainly within the realm of conditioned dharmas, and yet it is capable of rising above them. If it were not, enlightenment would not be possible. The operation of the first 5 of the 6 consciousnesses is fairly straightforward, as is the operation of the 6th consciousness when it is solely concerned with coordinating information obtained from the first 5. When the 6th consciousness acts more or less independently of the other consciousnesses, however, some further distinctions are called for. If the 6th consciousness is engaging in fantasies, harmful plans, nursing anger, or doing anything else that promotes ignorance, it will generate bad karma and keep all of the 6 roots bound to the cycle of birth and death. In contrast, if the 6th consciousness turns toward helping others, acquiring wisdom, studying the Dharma, or performing other wholesome activities, it will generate good karma and start freeing the 6 roots from their bondage to the cycle of birth and death. This idea is discussed in depth in Chapter 7. The 6th consciousness is the turning point between good and bad, between helping others or harming them, between enlightenment and delusion. Traits of the 6th consciousness. Mind-only Buddhists have analyzed the 6th consciousness in great detail. In this section, we will discuss some of the most prominent traits of this important decision-making part of the mind. All of the traits and capacities discussed in this section are known as interactive capacities, since each of them interacts with the objective world and with the mind itself. Each of them has the capacity to lead the mind either out of delusion or more deeply into delusion. While there is no need to memorize these capacities, it is good to consider them, for anything that makes us more aware of the operation of our minds will lead us closer to wisdom. In all, 51 traits or capacities will be mentioned in this section. They are divided into 6 groups. The first group is made up of what is known as the general capacities. These are contact, the ability to form intentions, sensation, perception, and thought. In themselves, these capacities are neutral. They are neither good nor bad. They are the basis upon which all of the rest of the interactive capacities rest. The second group is made up of the discriminating capacities. These are desire, understanding, formation of memory, concentration or samadhi, and wisdom. These capacities can be used either for good or bad. They are the principal decision-making tools of the mind. The third group is made up of the good capacities, of confidence or faith in the Dharma, shame, remorse, the absence of greed, the absence of anger, the absence of ignorance, diligence, tranquility, the absence of laziness, non-attachment, and harmlessness. These are the traits that lead us away from delusion and toward enlightenment. The group is made up of the 6 troubling tendencies, or kleshas, of greed, anger, ignorance, pride, doubt, and wrong views. These are the 6 root kleshas that are the deep source of all delusion. The 5th group is made up of the tendencies that follow the 6 kleshas. These are the subtle ways that the 6 kleshas find expression in human behavior. They are subdivided into 3 categories: small, medium, and large. The small category gets its name from the idea that the tendencies it includes are small because they more or less exist by themselves. These tendencies are resentment or indignation, secretiveness, stinginess, jealousy, meanness, ill will, hatred, flattery, deception, and arrogance. The medium category includes only two tendencies, lack of remorse and lack of shame. This group gets its name from the idea that these tendencies are almost always present when people behave badly, though they do not of themselves create bad behavior. The large category gets its name from the idea that the tendencies it includes are pervasive states of mind, or attitudes that have the potential to influence everything that we do. This group includes indolence, laziness, lack of faith in the Dharma, muddle-headedness, inattentiveness, lack of mindfulness, confusion, and wrong understanding. When the Flower Garland Sutra says, "The mind is a painter," it paints its own world. It is largely describing the sixth consciousness, which carries within it the capacity for both good and evil. The second noble truth of Buddhism says that the fundamental cause of all suffering is clinging to a false or deluded self. Once the sixth consciousness begins to liberate itself from its own tendency to cling to this false notion that has arisen within itself, it will begin to experience joy and tranquility. If this process of liberation continues, its sense of joy and tranquility will grow apace, for when the mind bases itself on the reality of its true condition, it frees itself from the confining limitations of selfhood and the narrowed consciousness that results from accepting that illusion. The three realms. The general realm of delusion in which sentient beings live is often called samsara, a Sanskrit word that literally means journeying. The word samsara connotes the cycle of birth and death and the tendency for sentient beings to be reborn in delusion, life after life after life. Samsara can be divided into three sub-realms, which are usually called the three realms. Understanding these three realms provides us with another way to view the six consciousnesses and comprehend how they function. The three realms of samsara are the desire realm, the form realm, and the formless realm. The ordinary human mind functions almost exclusively within the desire realm, wherein greed, anger, ignorance, pride, and doubt rule. Desire here means both attraction and aversion, and thus fear, worry, anxiety, sadness, depression, anguish, and so on are also characters of this realm. The second of the three realms, the form realm, is characterized by the presence of forms amidst the complete absence of all attraction or aversion for them. Human beings become aware of the form realm the instant their minds become desireless. But as an ocean of tranquility that suddenly washes over us as we meditate, complete a complex task, or suddenly enter into a deeper understanding of life, we perceive this realm as tranquil and immensely satisfying for as long as we're in it, and we are free of the turbulence of fear and longing that constantly pummels the mind while it's in the realm of desire. Entry into the form realm marks entry into the first of the 8 meditative states described by the Buddha. The forms of this realm are any and all objects of perception or cognition, sights, sounds, smells, tastes, memories, dreams, sensations, and so on. The third of the three realms, the formless realm, is marked by both the absence of all desire and the absence of all forms. This realm is entered in deep meditative states, the last 4 of the 8 samadhis, in deep conscious sleep states, or occasionally during moments of profound relaxation. The formless realm is a state of awareness marked by the absence of all desire, all thought, all language, all imagery, all memory, and all traces of phenomenal perception. This realm is one of pristine consciousness, of pure awareness, undisturbed by any cognitive or perceptual focus. Though attaining this realm, or this level of awareness, is one of the principal goals of Buddhist meditation practice, the formless realm should not be confused with enlightenment, or Buddhahood, for this realm simply comprises the deepest strata of the sixth consciousness. Enlightenment, or Buddhahood, lies beyond even this.